I've got a question for you. Is your website a business expense or is it an asset? This is actually a conversation that I have with many business owners and CEOs about their online presence, which really starts with your website. So many business owners just view this as one more expense, one more thing to spend money on, one more bill they have to pay every month or when they want to have a website redesigned. And I'd like to suggest that a website is actually a business asset. But it can't be that unless you're doing three things. The first thing you have to do is your website has to have an established role in your company. You have to expect it to do something for your company. And in order for it to be able to do that, you have to define it. So what is your website's defined role? Does it do lead generation? If you're an e-commerce company, is it responsible for sales? It also could have different kind of value contributions for your business in that it establishes your expertise. It's a validation of you being who you say you are or who your customers are telling people you are. So every company, we're past the day of there being a company or an industry that doesn't need to have a web presence. Every company who's trying to do business with other people, consumers or businesses, needs to have a web presence. The extent of that web presence depends on the role of the website in the company, but it could be your sole source of sales in an e-commerce instance, or it could be just the establishing expertise and a validation of you being who you say you are. And there's many other roles that a website can play, but you have to first define that. The next thing is you have to have a budget associated with that. So once you know the role it's supposed to play, then you need to assign a value to that. What kind of money are you willing to spend on establishing this asset? And in turn, what sort of return on investment are you looking for based on the role it has in your company? No asset can be contributing value unless those things have been defined. And then finally, you have to measure. How is this asset performing? If you had a portfolio of stocks and bonds and that sort of thing, you would be measuring its performance because it's an asset. Same thing with your website. You're spending money, it has a role, it's contributing value. How much value is it contributing? You can't know unless you're actively measuring that. So making sure that you've got metrics in place that are defined by the role that the website plays in the company, and that you're routinely reviewing those so that you can be changing things, adding or subtracting, or doing other things to drive more traffic, because the website is just one piece of your over online presence. But establishing it as a business asset up front enables you to more accurately and aptly leverage what else is going on with your online presence. If you'd like to talk more about how to make your website a business asset or learn more about how we help companies with digital marketing, check us out at fieryfx.com.